Hi, boys and girls, it's Miss Grace. So here is a picture of four pictures for my Snowgirl story. And you should have your pictures out in front of you. You also are going to need paper with lines, so lined paper and a pencil. We are going to start to turn our pictures into our sentences and make a story with words. So this was our planning page. This was all to help us plan our ideas and our thinking and our setting, characters, problem, solution for our story. So we are going to use these pictures and I'm going to show you how we are going to turn them into paragraphs. So just like we did last time, today we're just focusing on the first two boxes. And remember, the first box is character or characters if you have more than one. I mean, we all definitely have two. And the setting, which is the time and the place. And then the second box is the event starting and the problem. So that's what we are going to focus on today. So I want you to just be looking at your first two boxes. Like I said, you have your paper and your pencil as well. So to start, I'm going to look at the first box here. And in my first box, like I said, it's the characters and the setting. So I'm going to hook my readers in by saying one dark and snowy night. So I'm thinking about one dark and snowy night, I sat on the snow-covered ground looking at the twinkling stars. My maker, Evie, had just yelled down, "Good night, Snowy," as she climbed into her bed and turned off her light. I sat there admiring all of the beautiful things Evie gave me when she made me. She gave me a pretty purple scarf, some gorgeous blue buttons, a tasty smelling carrot nose, and even a hat to keep me a head warm. As I sat looking at the snow falling from the sky, I wondered, what should I do tonight? So all of that would go in my first paragraph, just from my first box. Like I said, just from my first box. So I'm going to show you how to write a paragraph, how to use all those things I was thinking, use details from a picture. I used all of these details to help me come up with my first paragraph. So here's my first paragraph. It says, one dark and snowy night, my maker made me into a beautiful snow girl. So I typed mine. This is underlining it, so I need to separate that into two words. My maker's name is Evie. She is the most thoughtful and kind snow girl maker ever. Evie gave me the prettiest purple scarf to keep me warm on this freezing cold night. She also found a delicious smelling carrot nose, gorgeous blue heart-shaped buttons, and a hat to keep my head warm. Evie yelled, "Good night, Snowy," down to me after she was inside and ready for bed. I sat on the snow-covered ground looking at the twinkling stars above. Looking at the twinkling stars above, wondering what I should do tonight. So I used all of the information from my first box and turned this into a paragraph. Notice I have lots of sentences. So every sentence starts with a capital and ends with a stop sign. So there's my first sentence. One dark and snowy night, my maker made me into a beautiful snow girl. And then I wanted to explain and let the readers know that my maker's name is Evie. So my next sentence is my maker's name is Evie, starting with a capital, ending with a stop sign. That's one complete thought. My next thought is she's the most thoughtful and kind snow girl maker ever. And then I went into giving details about the way I look as a snow girl. And this is two sentences here. Evie gave me the prettiest purple scarf, and then I have a period here, and then the next part about the carrot and the buttons and everything, or there's a period here. And then once again, back to my story, Evie yelling, "Good night, Snowy." Look here. These are quotation marks because that was dialogue. That's words that were spoken aloud. So it's in quotation marks. That's what these things are right here. It starts and it ends where the dialogue is. After she was ready and inside for bed. So that was in my picture. And then that's me thinking about what I should do tonight. So that is all a paragraph for my first box. So quite a few sentences. I think there's about 7 in there. 7 sentences just describing my first box. Now, I'm going to go into my second paragraph. Notice here too, I indented. That's called indenting. And I'm going to indent here. I'm going to hit enter and go to the next line. I'm going to hit twice actually, and then I'm going to indent again. You guys are writing your stories to start. So you'll be writing, but you can still do that. A good way to indent is to put 2 fingers next to that red line. So here, on this side here, was where the red line would be on your paper. And your holes would be on the left here, and your red line going down. Whoops. The red line going down. And notice it stays in a nice straight line. So I know some of my friends in my class, our words start floating over. We want to keep them against that straight red line. And that's just our first box. And when we get to the next box, we would skip a line and we could use like 2 or 3 fingers to help us indent and do 1 spacing just in the beginning of a paragraph. All right, so here we are in the second box. I'm ready for my second paragraph. So let's see. I left off with I was sitting on the ground wondering what I should do tonight. So then maybe all of a sudden, like a great idea came to me. I decided that I am going to sneak into Evie's house and I'm going to give her the best surprise ever. Chocolate chip cookies. Who doesn't love chocolate chip cookies? So I crept in her house and I got the ingredients out, got everything I needed. The mixer was out, the timer, so that I could make yummy, delicious chocolate chip cookies. I was able to measure and dump and mix everything and put the first batch of cookies in the oven. But then, what's happening? Here's my problem. It's starting to melt, and the timer still has quite a few minutes on it, and I don't know what to do. I don't want my cookies to burn, and I can't just melt all over Evie's kitchen floor. So there's my problem. All right, guys, so I'm going to get my paper. I'm going to go back to my paper where I was writing and put this into sentences with capitals and stop signs and make sure that I have complete thoughts for all of those things that I just talked about. So here we go. All of a sudden, the best idea came to me. I am going to sneak into Evie's house and give her the biggest, best surprise ever. I am going to bake her yummy chocolate chip cookies. I quietly slid into her house and found all of the ingredients and supplies I needed to make cookies. Luckily, the mixer was out for me. I measured, dumped, and mixed all of the ingredients. Of course, I didn't forget the chocolate chips. Then I put the first batch of cookies in the oven. Oh boy, I was getting hot with the heat in the house on and the heat from the oven. I looked at the timer I had set, and there were still 3 minutes left. What am I going to do? I whispered to myself. So this is my second paragraph with my event happening, making the chocolate chip cookies, and then my problem. So I'm not going to get to my solution yet. That'll come tomorrow when we're writing. So on your paper, you are going to be writing just the first 2 paragraphs like mine. And one of the most important things about writing is making sure that you read your own writing. And it's best when you read it aloud. That's when you notice mistakes when you hear them and you read it aloud to yourself. So I want you to make sure that you constantly are rereading your work, seeing where you left off, seeing what's going on, seeing where you are in your complete thoughts, and checking to make sure that your story is making sense throughout. You don't want to wait till the end. You want to make sure that you reread it throughout. So I'm going to reread my story from the very beginning, the first 2 paragraphs, to make sure that I have all my ideas out and that it makes sense and that the 2 paragraphs flow. So, one dark and snowy night, my maker made me into a beautiful snow girl. My maker's name is Evie. She is the most thoughtful and kind snow girl maker ever. Evie gave me the prettiest purple scarf to keep me warm on this freezing cold night. She also found a delicious smelling carrot nose, gorgeous blue heart-shaped buttons, and a hat to keep my head warm. Evie yelled, "Good night, Snowy," down to me after she was inside and ready for bed. I sat on the snow-covered ground looking at the twinkling stars above, wondering what I should do tonight. All of a sudden, the best idea came to me. I am going to sneak into Evie's house and give her the biggest, best surprise ever. I am going to bake her yummy chocolate chip cookies. I quietly slid into her house and found all of the ingredients and supplies I needed to make cookies. Luckily, the mixer was out for me. I measured, dumped, and mixed all of the ingredients. Of course, I didn't forget the chocolate chips. Then I put the first batch of cookies in the oven. Oh boy, I was getting hot with the heat in the house on and the heat from the oven. I looked at the timer I had set, and there were still 3 minutes left. What am I going to do? I whispered to myself. And that's where I'm going to end it. Notice that my sentences, my thoughts, like I've said before, capitals and stop signs. My story doesn't all start with I. I have lots of different ways to start my story. I want you to make sure that you take your time, use your pictures to help you think of your ideas and your thoughts as you write your 2 paragraphs. Remember, just the first 2 paragraphs today. All right, guys, I will be here tomorrow writing the last 2 paragraphs. So make sure you write your first 2, and I will talk to you soon.